Hey girl, hey, it's your birth bestie, Nurse Preemie, and I'm here with a video for you. I want us to follow up on this story about the NICU nurse in Virginia who lost her mind and harmed some babies. So this article is from July 14th, so not too long ago, and I just want to follow up. So this article says 9 NICU families settle with HCA over unit where nurse broke Preemie's bones on purpose. This heifer right here. Erin Elizabeth Ann Strautman, a former NICU nurse at Henrico Doctors Hospital in Richmond, Virginia, has had her nursing license suspended and is facing 20 criminal charges related to the alleged abuse of vulnerable infants in her care for allegedly breaking premature babies' bones on purpose. The Virginia Board of Nursing called her a substantial danger to public health or safety. Yeah. Following disturbing video evidence and internal reports detailing horrific abuse of premature infants. In a significant development, HCA, which is a very big company, they have hospitals all over, Health Services of Virginia, which owns Henrico Doctors Hospital, has reached settlement agreements with 9 families encompassing injuries to 10 infants. Among these cases, 2 infants were twins who tragically passed away. Can you imagine, like, knowing that your babies start out with a tough life because they're preemies, and then on top of having a hard life, just being preemies and all the things that preemies go through, like difficulty with breathing, things like that, then to know that they end up passing, but before they pass, they also suffered physical harm. That's devastating. Not all settlements are directly tied to Strautman's alleged actions, but the injuries occurred in the hospital's NICU during the time frame under investigation. Surveillance footage and injuries. According to a 16-page disciplinary order, Strautman was captured on NICU surveillance video, aggressively handling infants as small as 11 ounces. One clip shows her bending a baby's leg forcefully toward his neck, falling while holding him, and applying significant pressure to the infant's torso. Other footage allegedly shows her twisting an infant's head and putting pressure on their torso. These actions reportedly led to drops in vital signs and extensive injuries such as fractures and rib damage. Other injuries reported include fractures, bruising on the chest, fingerprint, shaped bruises, mishandling captured on video. For those familiar with NICU nursing, these are not just red flags, they're alarm bells. Absolutely. You guys, I was a NICU nurse for a little bit. And even when I wasn't a NICU nurse, I worked with newborns because I worked in labor and delivery and postpartum. And this is wild. This was wild. The smallest preemies require the most delicate, precise care. The idea of harm coming at the hands of a nurse entrusted with their survival is devastating. Absolutely. Absolutely. I had a preemie baby. Of course, they come smaller than this, but I had a micro preemie who was like 2 whole pounds. 2 whole pounds. Little thing. I remember this because I thought it was so cute. I was trying to get her blood pressure. So I put on a little baby blood pressure cuff. It was like the size of my finger. And when I was trying to put it on her arm, she's like flexing her arm to keep me from I'm like, sis, put your arm down. I'm going to win. But they're so adorable. I couldn't imagine anyone purposely hurting them, but here we are. Charges and legal progress. Strautman was arrested on January 3rd, 2025, and initially faced 2 charges. As additional victims were identified, the charges increased, culminating in 20 felony counts by May 2025, including malicious wounding and felony child abuse. Many of the injured babies were part of the criminal case, though not all injuries have been officially connected to her. You know what would be crazy? If they had more than one nurse in the NICU snapping babies' bones. That would be wild. Henrico County Commonwealth's Attorney Shannon Taylor stated that the timeline of charges reflects 3 distinct periods of criminal behavior spanning from 2023 to late 2024. Hospital oversight and settlements. The hospital is under intense scrutiny for its delayed response. I read another article about Henrico. I think they might be a little sus. If you can avoid going there, you probably should. Because I think I read another article about them recently. Or maybe I saw something on Instagram. Anyway, allegedly. Don't come for me. Ain't got no money. Strautman was allowed to return to direct infant care without enhanced supervision. That's where they went wrong. That's crazy. It wasn't until a November 2024 incident when a 5-month-old baby suffered multiple unexplained fractures that a thorough review was conducted, eventually leading to her arrest. The 9 settlements reached with affected families remain confidential, but they underscore the scale and seriousness of the allegations. These include both injury and wrongful death claims. The hospital has since committed to improving its surveillance reporting and staff training procedures. That's not a training issue. This heifer was just crazy, allegedly, if she did this. Community response and hospital actions. This case has sparked widespread outrage across the medical and nursing communities. In response, Henrico's Doctors Hospital has implemented a buddy observer system, installed enhanced surveillance, and renewed staff training on child abuse reporting. You know, I brought up the buddy system before. I don't know how that's sustainable. And I mean, are there buddies? Are they 2 nurses? Are they 2 RNs? You can't sustain that. You can't sustain that financially, nor just with staffing. But anyway, unless they just hire in like maybe sitters to also be with the nurses. I don't know. Racial allegations addressed. In early January 2025, a public outrage grew when rumors circulated that Stroutman had targeted infants based on race. On January 7th, Henrico Police Chief Eric English publicly stated that preliminary investigations found no evidence of racial targeting. Authorities urged the public to avoid spreading misinformation while the sensitive investigation remains ongoing. No evidence of racial targeting. Were all the babies of one race? Because then, I mean, it must not be. Maybe it's just speculation, because I think we did see a family or 2 speak out publicly, but if they were all of one race, then it might have been. But anyway, okay. The accused, 26-year-old Erin Elizabeth Ann Stroutman of Chesterfield County, has faced claims of targeting Black infants. However, Chief English emphasized that such claims are not factual based on preliminary findings of the investigation conducted by Henrico. Okay. The statement reads, Henrico Police is aware of the editorial social media videos discussing the Henrico's Doctors Hospital NICU investigation. These individuals in the video claim that the victims were targeted by the suspect on account of race. The preliminary investigation indicates that information is not factual. As with any investigation, the Henrico County Police Division is utilizing all available resources to ensure a thorough investigation into this matter. This involves reviewing dozens of videos from inside the NICU. Due to the sensitive nature of the cases, specific information, including race, gender, types of injuries, etc., is not able to be released. Detectives do not want to compromise the investigation moving forward. We understand the feelings and emotions this investigation has generated for our community members and beyond, said Henrico Chief of Police Eric D. English. We kindly request patience, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So that's it, guys. What do you think about this case? Are you familiar with it? Is this your first time hearing about it? Again, I did cover it several months back when it first happened. I think this is wild. I think she should be punished to the fullest extent of the law. This is like one of the most vulnerable populations, and they're already suffering because, you know, they have a lot of medical issues. And to just purposely, that's like demented. To sit there and twist the baby's head. Like, why? Like, why? Like, why? Yeah, that's the question. Why? I don't know if there's going to ever be a satisfying answer to that, right? But anyway, get down in the comments, like, comment, share, and follow for more. And let me know what you think about this case.